Give me 10 minutes and I'll save you 10 months of chasing UV stared at your phone long enough. You know that hollow feeling when you send a message and then wait, scrolling, checking, rereading, pretending you don't care. You do care. You care because you're a man who values connection, and somewhere along the way you started treating your own attention like it was cheap. Tonight we change that. Not with games, not with bitterness, but with standards. We're going to let silence do what speeches never could. We're going to stop texting first. When the signals are clear, we're going to come back to ourselves and watch how different your life feels when your actions finally match your worth. Here's the truth that stings at first and then sets you free. If the conversation only exists because you keep lighting the match, it isn't a conversation. It's a performance. You send the good morning, the how's your day, the what are you up to, and she responds just enough to keep the music playing but never enough to lead. That imbalance bleeds you out one drop at a time. So you take a breath and you stop. 72 hours. No initiation. If she reaches out, you match her energy. If she doesn't, you've learned in 3 days what most men try to ignore for 3 months. Clarity is a kindness. You can also feel it in the replies. They arrive late, dry and small. LOL. A maybe. A we'll see. No curiosity, no questions, no warmth. When someone is into you, even busy people make conversation breathe. When someone is lukewarm, they ration out single-word replies like crumbs. You don't chase crumbs. You set the table elsewhere. At that moment, you mirror the pace. Slow messages get slow messages. Then you shift to logistics only. One clean line. Thursday 7, coffee at Oak House. If there's no yes and no counteroffer, you let it go. You don't negotiate for enthusiasm. You never beg for what should flow. Sometimes the imbalance is quieter. You ask about her day, her family, her plans, her goals. She answers. Then she forgets to ask about yours. That isn't connection. That's an audience. You're not a late-night host. You're a man, partner. Your life is not a stage for applause. It's a road built by 2 sets of legs. So you stop performing. You share one solid sentence about your world. New strength cycle this week. Then I'm flying out for a client project. And you let the silence test for curiosity. If none comes, neither should another initiation. No curiosity, no priority. There's another pattern that exposes itself the second you propose a plan. You offer dinner. She says, sometime. You suggest Saturday. She says, maybe. You float Wednesday. She says, this week is crazy, and never proposes an alternative. She loves the idea of seeing you, allegedly, just not the part where a date actually happens. That's not scheduling. That's parking. And you're nobody's valet. Give one option and one alternative. If she can't commit, you say, all good. Shoot me a time that works. Then you go quiet and you mean it. Silence is the boundary that reveals truth. People who want in will step closer. People who don't will drift into the dark like ships that never plan to dock. Sometimes the sign isn't on her screen. It's in your body. You can feel your chest tighten before you type. You write and rewrite again, turning a simple text into a legal document because you're hoping the perfect words will protect you from rejection. That tension is your nervous system begging you to stop trying to buy affection with effort. When it feels like that, you put the phone down and you change your state. 10 heavy sets, a cold shower, 12 lines of honest journaling, a call to your brother, a chapter of a real book. When your breathing slows, your standards return, and you remember simple rules. If it takes courage to hit send, don't send it. A calm man speaks plainly or not at all. There's also the social mirage. She's liking your stories. She posts a selfie with a quote about healing. She's active everywhere except in your chat. You are being kept in the gallery while someone else is in the room. Your move is not to become louder. It's to become absent. Withdraw your attention. No subtle reactions. No views counted. No haha nice. Your focus returns to your own life in the physical world. Work, training, craft, friendships, mint air, weight on your back, the smell of coffee at sunrise. Attention is a currency. Spend it where it compounds. Then you'll hear the words that sound like a puzzle, but they're actually a door. I'm not ready. I need space. I'm figuring myself out. Believe her. Don't turn her boundary into your project. You reply once with grace. All good. Wishing you the best. And you step out of the frame. You don't wait on the doorstep of maybe. You don't keep the candle in the window burning. You go home and you build your home into a fortress. If she circles back months later, she meets a man with standards, not a rescue team with blankets and tea. And the final sign, the most dangerous because it wears virtue as a mask. You're texting more than you're living. You're planning the perfect lines while your gym shoes gather dust, while your bank account stagnates, while your craft sits untouched. You're refreshing her energy when you could be refreshing your soul. This is where you replace screen time with Stoic time. One ritual for the body, one ritual for the mind, every day without fail. A man in motion doesn't have to beg a phone for momentum. Let's make this practical. You don't send 2 cold initiations in a row. If she didn't respond or she responded without any curiosity, you pause. If interest cools, your only message is logistics. When a vague reply arrives, your clock starts. 72 hours of silence. Not pouting, not counting, just living, lifting, reading, building. If desire returns with warmth and clarity, you match it with warmth and clarity. If it doesn't, you don't chase what won't be caught. When she does reach out and you're open to seeing her, you keep your words simple and forward. Good to hear from you. When are you free? If she says this week is busy, you answer, no sweat. Friday 6 works, or we try another time. You are never auditioning. You are aligning. Your life is a train with a schedule. People can board at the station, or they can wave as you pass. Either way, the train moves. Now something subtle and powerful happens when you stop initiating where you're not met. Your dignity rises back in your chest. Your days stop, orbiting a screen. You feel time again. You notice how strong coffee smells, how heavy the bar feels on your back, how sunlight hits a clean desk, how silence at night is not empty but full. You become a man who can sit with himself. Most people can't. That alone separates you. And here's the paradox. When your attention is no longer for sale, you become more attractive. Not because you're trying to be mysterious, but because you've become anchored. You're the mountain now. You don't beg the weather to be kind. You accept it, you dress for it, you continue the climb. Some people will feel that and lean in. Some will feel that and pull away. Either way, you win because your worth is no longer at the mercy of a bubble that says typing. Maybe you're thinking, what if I lose her by not texting first? You don't lose what's yours by acting like a man. If presence is all that holds the connection together, then the connection was built on your effort, not mutual desire. Better to find out now than after you've given away your time, your attention, and your peace. What fills the space once you stop chasing is your mission. Build it like a craftsman. Put your hands back on the wheel of your life. Train hard enough that your lungs burn. Read deeply enough that a paragraph follows you all day. Make money like a professional. Sleep like a king. Eat like an adult. Keep promises to yourself when no one is watching. Become the man whose world is so full he forgets to check whether his phone is glowing. Now imagine this. 3 weeks from now, your phone lights up. It's her. She's warm. She's curious. She asks when you're free. You smile. Not because you finally won, but because you moved on without bitterness and kept your door open for what's real. You answer simply, Thursday 7 works. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. Your day remains the same. That is freedom. If you needed a sign, take this one. Put your attention back in your chest. Guard it like a treasure. Stop initiating where energy doesn't return to you. Not to punish, but to protect. Not to play games, but to play life at a higher level. You are not the blue dot on someone's screen. You are a man with gravity. When you act like it, you don't have to convince anyone. They feel it. If this hit, make your decision right now. 72 hours. No cold initiations. Replace every urge to type with a rep, a page, a task, a walk, a call to your people. Then come back and tell me what you noticed. Did your mind clear? Did your days stretch? Did the right people lean in? I'm betting they did. Like the video if you're in. Subscribe so you don't drift. And drop one word in the comments so I know you heard me. Reset. We're done chasing. We're building.